Alrighty. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to today's webinar. My name is Danielle K. Howell, and I'm going to be talking to the ladies only. So if you're a man in this room, if you're watching this webinar, I mean, you can watch, but this is really for ladies. We are going to get serious, and I am going to talk to the ladies about how to get unstuck today. Unstuck. So basically today's webinar is going to be a lot about experiences, my personal experiences, and then I am going to make you guys an offer. I'm gonna make you an offer to give me a chance to work with you to help you get unstuck. I'm going to be sharing a lot of personal information with you all, and I'm going to be sharing some things that you probably experienced in your life as well. But most people, what I've realized is that most people are afraid to talk about their past. They're afraid, but yet they're still holding on to it. And one of the things that I have learned is that when you are afraid of your past, then your future is uncertain. Okay. And I've learned these concepts and I've learned these things. As you can see, I got a couple of degrees on my wall. Some of those are certifications. One in particular is a life coaching certification because that is what I was going to do even before I became a business coach. And so just not too long ago, a few days ago, I had to dig deep within myself. And I've been business coaching for 3 years now, or almost 4 years. And I love it. I love business coaching. I love to show people how to make money online. I love to show people how to, do the capture page and generate the leads. And I love that stuff. I mean, I really, truly love it. However, I understand that most people won't become successful no matter, even if they did do the capture pages and they generate the leads, they won't become successful because there are things that's keeping them stuck. And that's why my last course that I created, my 90-day boot camp, I start out with mindset stuff. I start out with getting rid of the past. I start out my course with those things. Why? Because I understand the power of the past. I understand how things from your childhood or from your early adulthood or your teenage years, the trauma that you've experienced, how that can affect you as an adult and how it can affect your business. It can affect your confidence level. It can affect your self-esteem. It could affect your, I've come across people who said they were shy, right? It affects you. So you have to dig deep and find out where those feelings come from, where those fears come from, and how you can remove them. So in this webinar, like I said, I don't have any slides for you all today. I'm just going to be talking to you all from my heart. And I'm going to be talking to you about how you can become unstuck for the women only. My mission is to help women all around the globe understand that they have the power to live their best life. However, most of us women, we give our power away. Unfortunately, we let people walk all over us. We let them disrespect us. We let them, demean us and make us feel less than. They let people make us feel unworthy. We look at ourselves in the mirror and we feel unworthy. We don't feel confident. We don't feel sexy. We don't feel, beautiful. We want to wear more makeup to cover up our faces. We want to wear false hair to cover up our real hair. These things are deep-seated issues that we have, conditioned ourselves to do. And society doesn't help, right? You look on the news, you look on these silly TV shows, everybody's wearing wigs, and there's nothing wrong with that stuff, right? Sometimes myself, I'm like, man, I need a wig so that I can, when I don't feel like doing my hair, but I don't define myself from it, right? I don't define myself like I can't go outside without a wig on, right? We have to be comfortable in our own skin. We have to embrace everything about us. If we have sagging breasts, we have to embrace that. If we have stretch marks, we have to embrace that, right? Embrace the fact, be happy that you breastfed your children, right? And that you didn't give them, store-bought milk. Be happy that you have, the stretch marks from bearing your precious children, right? Wear that as a badge of honor. But a lot of times, and I used to feel this way myself, going on the beach. Just the other day, I took my children to the beach. And, a few years ago, I would never have gone on the beach with just my bikini on. I would have had a cover up on, right? Because why? Because I was self-conscious. I was self-conscious of myself. But nowadays, I'm like, you know what? I love myself. I'm beautiful inside and out. And, I'm going to be out here just like everybody else with their bikini on. I'm not going to cover up because I'm shy or I'm self-conscious. No, and a lot of times we do these things in jest, right? We may joke around and we may tell somebody, oh, you're so fat, or, oh, you're ugly, or you're so stupid, right? Those kind of words are disempowering words. And those are the words that I heard growing up, stupid and things like that. And it made me feel inferior. It really did. And it got me into trouble in relationships. I picked the wrong people to be my partners. I didn't value myself. So I got in situations that were less than pleasant sometimes, right? And so, but now in hindsight, when I think about that, I guess I had to go through these things because I believe that there are no accidents in life. I believe that we are all put on this earth to experience things so that we can become our higher self. That's what I believe. And so every experience, every thought, every action, every commitment, everything that you've done in your life, you've ended up right here, right now on purpose. On purpose. Why? Because if you weren't here on purpose, then you wouldn't be here, right? There are no accidents. There are no coincidences. So, my thing is this. I want to show women how to bring their power back. Are you feeling stuck? Are you feeling stuck in your job, in your relationship, in your finances? Are you just feeling stuck? Are you feeling like, I remember before I started running my own business, I used to feel stuck. I had a job, I had a family, but I felt so stuck. I felt very empty. I didn't feel like I was living my purpose and my passion. Does that make sense? And sometimes when you don't live your purpose and your passion, then you're just living. You're just living. You're just surviving, but you're not truly living, right? And it wasn't until I became an entrepreneur. Yes, I had some challenges in the beginning because I had never been an entrepreneur before. Yes, it was hard, but I kept on going because I knew that I was going in the right direction. There's a difference, right? Because I felt fulfilled. When I was starting my business, I felt very fulfilled, as opposed to when I was working, I didn't feel fulfilled. So that's how that was my indication I was going in the right direction, right? And so even though I was having issues, even though I was having troubles, even though, everything wasn't working out, but I knew that I was in the right direction. So when I was moving forward, everything that I experienced was a learning curve. Everything that I experienced helped me to become better the next day. So if yesterday, maybe I didn't make any sales or whatever, but I knew what I did wrong that day. So I would analyze it. And then the next day, I'm like, okay, then I'm going to do this. I can course correct. And that's one of the things I love about being an entrepreneur, because you can course correct your processes, right? You can't do that at your job. Whether you work or not work, and most times you're still going to get your paycheck. But as an entrepreneur, it's not that way. You're in control of your paychecks, right? So, are you feeling stuck? Are you feeling stuck in a job? Do you feel like you want to start a business, right? Maybe you've had this business idea, but you just haven't acted on it yet. What's keeping you from acting? Procrastination, right? Fear, false evidence appearing real, right? So sometimes you think, oh, wow, I do want to do this, but I don't have the time. You make excuses that don't serve you. And it's really not that you don't have the time. It's that you have the fear. Right? You have to break through of the fear that's going to keep you stuck. And, if I never would have faced my fears, one of the things that I faced was, I didn't know if my business was going to work out, right? I didn't know. And I had already quit my job, right? So I was like, oh my gosh, like, what if it doesn't work out? But you know what? I said, even if it doesn't work out, which I never thought that would happen, but I said, at least I tried. Right? At least you tried. I'm going to tell you something. Most people who are successful now, they failed. They failed many times in their lives. And, one of the biggest things that we fear is humiliation. And you don't want anybody to know that you failed. You don't want anybody to think that you didn't do the right thing. Or you want to keep up those appearances. And sometimes you have to, break down yourself. You have to humble yourself. You have to humble yourself and understand that your life experiences is going to help you grow if you continue to step out on faith. That's one of the things that I learned, Because when I started stepping out on faith, when I started, making decisions that people thought was just crazy, that's when everything started opening up for me. That's when a lot of doors started opening up for me. Because I went forward with faith, and I went forward with the knowing that I'm going to be guided and I'm going to be okay as long as I keep working, right? As long as I keep helping others, as long as I keep helping myself, as long as I keep, investing in myself and growing as a person, right? Not taking anything for granted, growing as a person, being humble and understanding that I'm on a journey, right? I didn't hit the destination yet. I'm just on the journey. So this is what I want to share with you ladies today, right? There's so much involved with getting unstuck. There's so many facets of it. I've been abused in my life. I've been, verbally abused, physically abused, emotionally abused. I've been abused in my life. I've been called names. I've been abandoned, right? I mean, you name it. I've been through quite a few things in my life, and I'm sure you have too. I have friends who've been sexually abused in their lives, and that's something that they even now as adults they can't get over it. There's just so many things, people that have had so many experiences that is keeping them in a place of confinement, like they're living in their own prison. To be honest, they're living in their own prison and they can't get out. It's like they can't get out of it. But I'm here to tell you today that you can get out of it. You don't have to stay stuck. You don't have to keep wondering and hoping and praying and finding something outside of yourself to help you. You have everything that you need to grow. You have everything that you need to say no to anything that you don't like, anything that's toxic and negative, anything that's holding you back. Most of you probably know that I left a toxic relationship not too long ago, right? And I mean, I was in that relationship for a very long time. But I was planning my escape for a long time too. But something had to happen. It had to come to a head for me to actually leave, because I'm the type of person, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. And that's wrong too. Who cares if you're hurting people's feelings? If you're not happy, you're not satisfied, no one in the home is satisfied, it's nothing but chaos and discord, then you have to break away. You have to part ways, right? Never let anybody disrespect you. Don't let anybody disrespect you. Never let anybody put their hands on you, right? Never let anybody demean you or call you names that, unless your mother gave you your name or your father, whoever gave you your name, no one should call you outside of that name, right? There are so many things. Alcoholism is prevalent in a lot of people's homes, right? And then when the alcohol starts to act up, then the person starts to act up. And then again, the house is in chaos. Drug use, right? I remember growing up and seeing my father using drugs, right? So these are the things that I've been exposed to, that I've experienced and in my life, and it shaped me to be the person that I am. But most people will not be as open and honest about these kind of things like I am. I get messages all the time saying, Danielle, how can you tell all this stuff about yourself? I'm like, because I want to help people. And you can't help people by hiding behind your experiences. The only way to truly help people from your heart is to share your heart with them. I believe in universal love, true love, right? And to truly love somebody, guess what you have to do? You have to be honest with them. You have to be honest with them. I'm honest with you, and I expect you to be honest back to me, right? And so that's why I created our 6-week workshop. So this is what I want to talk to you all about today. I created a 6-week workshop intensive. It's just going to be for women. It's going to be for women who want to get unstuck. I'm creating the Facebook page now as we speak. And this will be a membership site. And we'll also be coming together once a week. And we're going to be talking about strategies and resources and tools that you can take to get unstuck, to get past the hurt, to get past the blame, to get past the, the secrets and the lies and, just the things that manifest as diseases in your body. When you hold on to things, it starts to manifest. You start to create disease in your body. I don't know if any of you know Louise Hay, but she cured her cancer by forgiving others. You have to learn how to forgive. You have to learn how to forgive. You have to learn how to forgive. I remember having friends that were upset with one another, right? People that were upset. Maybe, I remember having two sets of friends, and one friend was upset with the other friend. And I always tried to bring them together, and they were like, nope, don't bring her over here. Don't bring her. And, you know, they were so adamant about the fact that they did not want to see each other. Right. And so I left it alone. I didn't want to start any more fights. But, you know, that kind of energy and you know, that kind of holding on, it manifests as diseases. And one of the friends, she had thyroid problems, right? So she had a thyroid operation. Do you know what the thyroid represents when you have an operation? Communication. That's your throat chakra, right? So there you go, right? These friends, they didn't want to what? They didn't want to talk to each other. They didn't want to communicate with each other. But deep down inside, you know, they felt that they were hurting each other, but actually you're only hurting yourself. So because of that lack of communication, one of them created a thyroid cancer, and she had to have an operation. So these are the things that we're going to be talking about, and we're going to be addressing, you know, the issues that you have. Some of you may have fibroids. Some of you may have cervical cancer or surviving cervical cancer. Some of you may have breast problems, right? And I'm going to talk to you about these different aspects of your body that manifest as diseases and illnesses based on your emotions. These are the things that I've learned on my journey. Like I said, I told you, I'm a life coach, and I'm also a health coach. I've learned a lot of this stuff. A lot of the things that you think is happening right here in this realm, you know, that you can see, touch, hear, and taste, feel. No, it's happening in a more of a spiritual realm, right? Everything that you do is energy. You are energy. Everything that you do, everything that you say. That's why it's so important to say the things that's going to empower you, right? You ever heard that phrase? If it's not important to say, then it's important not to say, right? Some things just don't need to be said. Some things just to degrade someone or to gossip about someone, it doesn't need to be done. Right now, if you want to warn somebody about something, like I had someone telling me about somebody, and you know, she was like, I shouldn't be gossiping. I'm like, no, you know, I don't feel like this is gossip. You're telling me something. You're giving me some insightful information. And I appreciate you for that, right? So there's a difference between gossiping and giving someone some real insightful information. Okay, so we're gonna learn the difference between that too, because gossiping can really hold you back, right? If you're gossiping about somebody, how can you go out there with faith, and how can you go out there with an open heart to people if after you talk to them, you're gossiping about them? That's hypocritical, right? So we're going to talk about these things. We're going to talk about toxic relationships and how to set boundaries. We're going to talk about what is a toxic relationship. I was talking to somebody the other day, and you know, I was telling him, I'm like, I was in a toxic relationship. And he's like, well, why do you think it was toxic? Right. And so I had to literally talk about exactly what it was that made it toxic, which I never had really done before. Right. So he made me think about all the things. And I was like, all right, I got to stop talking about this, because it was just, I was like, I don't want to talk about it anymore. But I had to literally go over everything that I felt was toxic. And that was very therapeutic for me. Right, to literally like verbalize the toxicity, whereas I had never done that before. I had just always said this was a toxic relationship. I knew it mentally, right? Internally, I knew it, but there's nothing better than when you have something internal that you can make it external, right? Because when we speak words out into the universe, we create our reality. So, and to be honest, once I started talking about the toxicity, I stopped thinking about it, which is expected, right? Because instead of always thinking about something, a lot of times you could be worried, right? You're worrying, or you're overthinking this, or you're overanalyzing, right? How do you get that monkey off your back? How do you stop all the overthinking, all the overanalyzing, so that you can put some plans into action? That's what we're going to be talking about as well on the workshop: how to make plans and goals for yourself. I would not have ended up where I am right now if I didn't plan for it, right? If I didn't plan for it. My sister always tells me, even my daughter told me, she's like, Mommy, my daughter said, Mommy, you got everything you wanted. Everything you wanted. I said, yes, I did, because I wrote it down. I made it plain, right? And now I'm about to get something else that I wanted, right? I'm always manifesting what I want. Why? Because I write it down, I make goals, and I plan for it. And I'm going to teach you all, you ladies, how to do that for your life. You can have everything that you want. There is no lack. right? There should never be a lack in your life. If you feel like you're lacking something, you are not doing it right. If you feel like you're lacking money, if you feel like you're lacking a good relationship, if you feel like you're lacking, communication, feel like you're lacking in your business, if you feel any type of lack, you need to be in this workshop. So I'm going to show you how to create abundance, because why? The universe is abundant. It's abundant. It has everything, as much money as you want. It has everything that you want. You should never be in a state of lack or want. Never, never. Why? Because you should be living in abundance. That is just the way things are. That's how the flowers grow. That's how the plants grow. That's how the trees are, the grass, everything is in abundance. There is no want. There shouldn't be any want. So if you're in, because I hear some people, when they want to join my business boot camp or any other course that I have, they're like, oh, I don't have the money. And I'm like, well, you know what? Go find the money, right? Because there is money all around us. And I remember one of my mentors saying that, I'm sorry, my doggy is crying. What's the problem? I told, he said that money's all around you. Money is just an idea. Right. And at the time when I was broke, that's all I felt was broke. That's the energy I was operating in. My doggy is crying. When I was operating in that energy, right, that's all I manifested was broke. Right. That's how I felt. Hold on one second, guys. I apologize. Let me go let my dog out. Go ahead. I apologize. I had to let her out of my office. She wanted out. So when I was operating in that frequency, that's what I manifested. When I started operating in a higher frequency, telling myself I am abundant, I attract money all the time. Money comes to me easily and effortlessly. I am money. All those empowering words. Guess what? I started to manifest money. Right? When I stopped thinking that it was hard and I'm overwhelmed and this and that, guess what? Things started to flow easily. I started to go with the flow. Go with the flow. Why do you think these phrases have been invented? Because that's the way we're supposed to live. But most people don't know how to live that way. I had to learn it too. And I'm so excited to share this stuff with you all because I learned this stuff. I live by this stuff. Now, am I 100%? Am I like, oh, a saint? No, no, right? Because I'm human. I'm as human as they come. But guess what? When I find myself in a state, right? A state that does not serve me, I can get out of it. I know how to bring myself back. And I'm going to teach you these strategies. Some of these strategies I'm going to teach you are NLP strategies, how to move yourself from one state to another easily and effortlessly so that you can stay in a state of abundance. That's what you want. You're going to start to feel yourself differently, right? I remember somebody telling me, that's impossible for you to be happy like this every single day. I'm like, what? Why can't you be happy? Like, I'm going to show you how you can be happy every day. I don't care what's going on around you. Now, there are days when I'm just like, you wake up and you got things on your mind, right? And you're like, oh, man. But then you remember who you are. You remember that this is just a temporary situation, right? And it's all about how you look at it. If you look at it from a place of, oh my gosh, I got to do this, I don't have that, then guess what? It's just going to get worse and worse and worse. But if you look at it from a place of, okay, this is just a challenge, what can I do? What can I do to change this situation around, right? When I started thinking like that, ladies, everything in my life changed. And that's the way that I live my life now. What can I do? What can I do? All right, this is the situation. How can I create something that's going to take me out of this situation and put me in a situation that I want? And another thing you have to think about, how did I get in this situation, right? How did you get into this situation? So these are things that I'm going to be sharing with you on the 6-week workshop. If you choose to lock arms with me and take this journey with me. This will be the first time I'm doing something like this. I've done, little pieces of this in the past for my coaching business, for my coaching clients. The first few weeks, first few days, they learned a lot about mindset stuff, but this is going to go beyond mindset stuff. This is going to take you to a whole nother level. This is more than just mindset. This is mind, body, and spirit. This is everything that you need for 6 weeks to empower yourself. This is about empowerment. This is about moving yourself from one state of mind, one state of mind to another, one state of spirit to another. This is about elevating yourself. This is about, rising out of the ashes kind of thing. Like this is going to be an intensive course. This is going to be something that's going to make you think differently about yourself and others. This course is going to help you to encourage yourself on a consistent basis, no matter what's going on. You won't need compliments. You won't need any of that stuff. If that's what you crave right now, you're not going to need it, because what you're going to do, you're going to be so empowered that you won't need anybody else to tell you anything. If they compliment you, great. If they don't, fine, right? You don't run your life like that. Right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You don't have to, be Miss Perfect every day. I'm going to teach you how to take imperfect action, right? Imperfect action, because imperfect action is better than perfect non-action. I'm going to show you how to do this stuff, because this is what I've applied in my life and my business for the last 4 years. 4 years, guys. I've taken master courses that taught me a lot of this stuff. I've taken courses on how to create more money in my life, abundantly, like literally abundance, like, just out of thin air. I've learned how to do this stuff, and I'm going to show you how to do it too. I'm going to show you how to do it too, because I believe that the more empowered you become as a woman, the better the world will become. Right? Because the world needs us women. We don't have to be at work every day when we have little children. We could be home and doing the things that we love and still creating a nice income. This is what I've been able to do, right? This is something that I wish, if I would have known this, 10 years ago, who knows where I would have been now. But I didn't learn it 10 years ago. I've learned it 4 years ago. And it's my duty and my mission and my purpose and my passion to help you all do it too. I'm going to show you how to create a home business. If you don't have one. And if you do have one, I want to show you how to create more abundance in that business. How to make it flow better, how to create more money every single month, how to do that stuff. I'm going to show you how to remove, I talked about toxicity and negative people in your life, right? How to remove them. Even if you can't remove them, right? How to just, stop them from being so toxic to you. How to handle yourself in certain situations so that you are not killing yourself trying to defend yourself, right? Because a lot of times we're on defensive with toxic people. But I've learned by personal experience that you have to let that go, right? You just have to let that go. And it may even mean letting that person go, or they may become a better person, right? When they see that you are no longer subscribing to their toxic behavior. You have to change. Because remember, you can't change anybody else. Only person that you can change is you. So, if you've been abused in the past, right? Maybe you're being abused right now. I don't know. These are the things that people who have low self-esteem will try to inflict on other people so that they will have low self-esteem too. You got to learn how to I'm sorry, I just spit. You're going to have to learn how to, remove yourself from that. And because that's dangerous, right? If you're in an abusive situation, you have to remove yourself from that. That's why I had to remove myself. I was in an abusive situation, and I had to remove myself permanently. And the best thing I ever did, I was removing myself mentally for a long time, mentally and emotionally. But I had to realize that I can't keep my emotions bottled up. Remember, your emotions is tied to what? Sickness, illness, or health, and vitality, right? So if I would have stayed bottled up with my emotions, then I would be sick right now, right? So I had to make a choice: either stay and be sick and emotionally dead, or go so I could be emotionally abundant and have that vitality and life and love that I was craving. So I chose, is it the latter? Yeah. So that's what I want to share with you all. I want to get to know you ladies. I want to get to know you from the inside out. I want to put you in my group, where we as women, we are going to support one another. We are going to share some experiences. We may even cry together, right? But we're going to grow together. I want to share with you, how to grow, how to come together as women, because so many times I see women just not supporting each other. There's so much cattiness. There's so much jealousy and envy and all that stuff. Look, when I walk into a room, I'm not jealous of anybody. And I hope nobody's not jealous of me. And if they are jealous of me, by the time they get to know me, their defenses are down, because I don't exude any jealousy of anybody. And I'm going to share with you how you can do that too. When you start to see your sister as yourself, I see everybody that I come into contact with as a part of me. So I don't look down on anybody. I don't look up and I don't look down. You are a reflection of me. And so when I meet you, I'm going to meet you with the utmost respect, the same respect that I would want if you were to meet me, right? What did I say? If I was to meet myself or whatever, right? So this is what I want to share with you, how to do that. Because a lot of times we're like scared of another woman, or, we think that they think they're better, or they think they're prettier, or whatever. It's time to get rid of all that stuff. That's low level thinking. That's low energy stuff. And you don't want to vibrate from that energy. We want to vibrate at a higher frequency that will bring us great things, right? We want to bring great things into our world. So that's what I'm going to be doing. We start on April 15th. Let me just put the link up for those of you who are on here right now. Let me just look at the chat. Does any of this make sense to anybody? Does any of this feel like this is something that you would love to be a part of? You would love to, to be a part of and to grow with? Is this something that you think? Just say yes in the comments if this is something that you feel would be beneficial to you. If this is something that you feel you want to participate in, because at the end of the day, I want my women, you women, to have a place where you can come and speak freely and understand that, we are here to support and encourage one another. Where's my link here? So if you have any questions, I'm just trying to find the link. The course is going to be 6 weeks. Okay. It's going to be a 6-week course. And inside of that course, I'm going to be sharing with you all the things that I just spoke about today. As a matter of fact, I have it written down just in case I haven't, just so I don't forget anything. I'm trying to find the link here. I don't see it. Okay, there we go. All right, so grab your spot here for my 6-week workshop, right? You should see a green button. The course is $297, only $297 for 6 weeks. And we start on April 15th, okay? April 15th we start, and you can pay one time $297, completely, 30-day money-back guarantee. I so strongly believe in what I do that, that I just think that this is going to be a great opportunity for so many women. This is just the beginning of what I'm going to be doing. This is just the tip of the iceberg. And when you get access today, you will be a part of my membership site. And even though this is a 6-week course, you're going to get access to any other women's course that I do in the future. Okay, that's a bonus for you. And I'm going to be doing this a lot. As a matter of fact, I was talking to somebody last night. I'm going to be starting a nonprofit organization for young girls and women. So I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff with women going forward, helping to empower them, helping to, help them to gain some skills and some knowledge, some business skills. And I'm also going to be doing this for young girls that lost their mom at a young age, like I did, because this is my way to give back, guys. But I do need, I need to have operating costs, right? So this is why it's $297, but this is nothing compared to what you're going to get in this workshop. If any of you have ever worked with me personally before, you know that I under promise and I over deliver, right? I always give all of myself. I give my all. And just lately, the past couple of days, I've been kind of, hidden behind the scenes because I've been working on this. I've been working mentally on it. I've been working down lots of notes on it. I've just literally been putting my ideas on paper because it's time to change. It's time to rise up like the phoenix. It's time to, get your ducks in a row. It's time to do things that you've never even thought was possible before. It's time to step into your abundant future. It's time for you to do things that's going to take you to the next level in your life, spiritually, emotionally, physically, mentally, right? Financially. You want all of this stuff in alignment. I'm going to show you how to balance all of this stuff, right? How to balance life, work, and family, right? Because I had those things and I'm a single mom. And so I balance all these things. I started out as a married mom and now I'm a single mom, right? So now I'm balancing being a single mother, running a business, right? And just giving my children love and taking care of myself at the same time. Because no matter what, you still have to have time for self-care, self-love. And this is what I'm going to be talking about in this workshop. This workshop is going to be powerful. It's going to be based on all of you ladies' experiences. And this is going to be a powerful, powerful thing that we're going to come together as women, emotional women, right? Coming together, sharing our ideas, sharing our goals. I'm going to help you define your goals. I'm going to help you define who you are and who you want to be. That's what I'm going to help you do in this workshop. So if you're with me, go ahead and click the link. Let me just make sure. Let me just see if I have any comments here. I'm hoping that I'm hoping that I was live all this time. Somebody said I'm not able to see the video. Just hear it. I hope not. You can't see the video? I apologize if you can't see the video. You can only hear it. See, I don't, that's weird. It should be, it's crazy because today, I don't know if you guys know this, but today Mercury goes into retrograde, right? So Mercury is the planet of communication, right? Communication and all that stuff. So electronics. So what happens when it goes into retrograde, you can have technical issues, right? So I'm not surprised that somebody's saying that they can't see the video. I should have tested it out. I thought I was live here. I don't know why I'm not. That's weird. But again, weird things can happen when Mercury goes retrograde, and it went retrograde today. And so, so these are the things that, can have an effect on you too. The moon has an effect on your emotions. Mars has an effect on your relationships. So there's things that you need to know about the planets, right? The planets rule everything. We're ruled by the planets. We're women. Right, we move by the planets. Even our menstrual cycles are ruled by the planets. It's ruled by the moon, right? So you have to realize, you have to know all this stuff. You have to know yourself. I think I see myself here. You have to know yourself, right? You have to know who you are. You have to know what fuels you, right? Sometimes we can be in bad relationships and bad states because of who we are. What are you exuding? Right? Are you exuding bitterness in your relationships? Are you exuding happiness, purpose, passion? Or are you exuding, anger and frustration and things like that? You have to know who you are. And in this workshop, I'm going to help you establish who you are. Who you are. I think that's one thing that most people don't want to know. They don't want to know. They don't want to know who I am. No, I'd rather not know. I'd rather not know. I'm going to tell you something. When I first started my business, I found out a lot about myself. I found out a lot about how lazy I was. I found a lot about how much I procrastinated. I found a lot about myself. And it was eye-opening, right? Most people don't want to know about themselves. But I'm going to tell you, once you know thyself, you can create something so magnificent if you are willing to face who you are. And if you want to change, you have the power to change. You have the power to change everything about yourself if you want. If you want. Now, if you don't want, that's fine. Then maybe this workshop is not for you. But if you want to change some things about your life, if you want to live a better life, if you want to do more things, if you want to have more money, if you want to have more fun, if you want to have more freedom, if you want to, be that woman that if you have children, that mom that they admire, or that woman that you want to be when you look in the mirror, right? You say to yourself, man, I'm awesome, right? I'm awesome. Not to say you're not awesome right now, but when you accomplish things, when you have accomplishments, you see how I have my plaques on my wall, right? I have some of my awards that I've gotten, just in the past 4 years. I've gotten awards and, recognitions. You wanna leave this earth with something behind. You want to leave something. When I leave this earth, right? I don't want to just be like, oh yeah. I don't want people to say, oh yeah, she lived. No. I want people to say she lived and she helped me, right? She helped me do X, Y, Z. She touched me. She cared for me. She loved me. That's what I want. When I leave this earth, I want people to have good things to say. And I want to leave behind treasures. For my children. I have another plaque up on my wall. Treasures. I want to leave these things behind. Because that is what leaves a legacy, right? That's what leaves a legacy. When you can leave your footprints behind, not just for your family. No, I mean, it's good, but no, your purpose has to be bigger than that. I don't want to just leave it for my family. I want to make a footprint on the world. And if that's something that you want to do, maybe you want to help abused women. Maybe you want to, I know people who want to help, women that were abused. Maybe you want to help people. I know women who want to help people who have, digestional intestinal problems. There's so much that you can do, right? I know people who want to help children. There's a lot of foster children out there. A lot of kids, a lot of homeless kids. The world needs you, women. The world needs your love and your safety net. They need you. But the problem is, most of us women, we give our love to the wrong people and we put it in the wrong places. And we don't spend enough time putting it in ourselves so that we can help others. But with this workshop, I'm going to show you how to do it. And I was talking to somebody last night, I was giving them my ideas about what I'm going to do at this workshop. And I'm going to start to do this in person. Like, I'm literally going to start connecting with some organizations so I can start to do this worldwide, not just on the internet. Because why? Because I want to be able to touch you. And at the end of your graduation, after the 6 weeks, I am going to have a location, specific place where we're going to meet and come together and congregate for your graduation. I'm excited about this. I'm really, really excited about this. And this is going to change so many people's lives. This is going to change your household. This is going to bring more happiness. It just is. It just is. It's going to bring you a level of happiness and completeness that you didn't know that you could have. And it's all based on the connections that we're going to have. My experiences, your experiences, we're going to bring it to the forefront so that you can put it to the past, bury it, and leave it there. And you're going to transform like a butterfly. That's what I feel like. I feel like I literally transformed my life like a butterfly. I was a caterpillar for many, many years. I've done little things in the past, little things. I've done some things, little accomplishments here and there, but it wasn't universal. It wasn't worldwide. And the only way you can really make a huge impact is by doing something that is big, right? It's time to start thinking big. I want you all to start thinking big. I'm going to help you do some big things. That's my promise to you. I'm going to help you do some big, major things. We're going to do some house cleaning. And then I'm going to help you do some major, big things. So if this is something that you are interested in, go ahead and click the link that you see. If you're watching this on YouTube, there is no link. Just write the word unstuck in the comments. If you're on YouTube right now, write the word unstuck in the comments, and I will put the link in the description once I'm done. I wasn't going to air this live on YouTube. I was just going to do it privately, unlisted. But I know I have female followers. I know I have, you know, female women subscribers. So I said, let me just make it public. Even though I didn't want this to be out, but our course, it will not be public. It's going to be totally, totally private. Everything's going to be private between us women. That's it. But I am giving you women, you ladies, an opportunity, if you are watching this on YouTube, to participate, because I want you to participate. You follow me. You've probably been following my journey for quite some time. And, you know, maybe you've bought courses from me. Maybe you haven't. Maybe you've worked with me in the past. Maybe you haven't. But one of the things I want to do for 2018, and I knew 2018 was going to be a big deal. Before we even got here, I knew it was going to be a big deal. But like I said, I had an epiphany that I need to help some women out there. And when I get these intuitive moments in my life, I have to act on it. And so this is the direction I'm going to be going in until forever, right? Helping women establish who they are from the inside out. So let me just run down in my notes here what to expect for the next 6 weeks, okay? So while you're watching or listening, you just click the link and secure your spot. If you're watching this on YouTube, just write the words unstuck, and I will put the link in the description, and I'll reply to your message with the link. All right. So in the next 6 weeks, you're gonna learn the power of getting unstuck. Okay, in your personal life, in your finances, in your relationships, and if you have one, in your business. If you don't have a business, then I am going to be giving you some business strategies so that you can start a business if you like. Because I believe empowerment, true empowerment, comes with financial freedom. You have to have your own financial freedom if you're going to be empowered. You can't be relying on somebody else to give you money, not even a job. You have to rely on yourself. What can I create today? Because you are a creator, right? So I am going to be talking about business practices, how you need to set up a business for yourself. So this is a 6-week empowerment workshop designed to empower women who are desiring to become more. Okay, I'm just reading my notes. The 6-week workshop will empower you to, number one, get rid of past hurts in your relationship so that you can move forward and attract positive people into your life. Okay. Number two, you're going to learn how to heal yourself. So from the inside out, so that you can start to feel good about yourself and attract more abundance in your life. Number three, you're going to conquer your fears and your doubts so that you can market your business if you have one. If not, you're going to learn how to start a business, you know, so you can market that business with sincerity and confidence, right? And clarity, because you need to know what you're doing if you're going to start a business. But I'm going to show you how to do all that stuff. You will learn how to put a practical plan into place that will keep negative and toxicity from entering your life. No more of that. You will not attract those people anymore. And if you do, you're going to see them in a different light. You're not going to respond to them how you used to respond. That I guarantee you. You're going to learn how to say no to the things that don't serve you and yes to the things that empower you. Isn't that exciting to be able to learn that stuff? Number three, you're going to connect with a community of like-minded women who will support and nourish your dreams and your goals. This 6-week intensive is something that I've been working on and thinking about for quite a long time. I am seeing more and more women feeling stuck and unfulfilled. So this is why I started this, because I'm seeing them unfulfilled and powerless, right? They feel like they don't have the power. You know, if I could really tell you how many people say, oh my gosh, I'm in a bad situation, and I mean, all this stuff, all this stuff I hear, and I'm just like, man, if you could just learn to empower yourself, you will never speak those words ever again, right? So this is why I'm starting this workshop, because it's based on the people, the women that I speak to. Some of you are down and out. You're down and out. You're in a bad place. Like my grandma would say, you can be between a rock and a hard place. Like you got to get out of that. You got to get out of that, right? You got to get out of that state, that mental state, and that energetic state. You got to get out of that. I'm seeing them feeling more stuck and unfulfilled and powerless when it comes to taking charge of their health, their emotions, their finances, their relationships, and their business. Now, most of you know I did a 10-day juice and raw foods fast, right? I took control of my health. Took control of my health. Somebody asked me, well, Danielle, what are you doing? Like, why are you drinking? Because I drink black seed oil and things like that. They're like, why are you doing that? You know, what health issues are you trying to cure? I'm like, nothing. I'm not trying to cure anything. I'm trying to keep myself healthy. You know, I'm trying to have a preventative, right? Preventative medicine, not after the fact. Oh my gosh, I'm dying now. I got to find a cure. No, I want to prevent that. I want to prevent any disease. I want to prevent any illness. And a lot of times stress brings on extra eating, overeating, right? When you're stressed, when you're depressed, when you're down and out, you have to realize that your emotions control just about everything. Everything. It controls your mind. It controls everything. Everything is, again, energy. What is energy? Emotion, right? So this is what I've been seeing. And with the current rise of the internet usage, we have become further and further removed from our inner selves, our passion, our purpose, and our intuition, right? We're always on the internet. How often do you take time for silence? How often do you, like I talked about, you know, knowing yourself, looking yourself in the mirror, empowering yourself with just affirmations? How often do you do that? Or no, you're too busy scrolling on Facebook, right? Or maybe you're too busy even rushing to do this or rushing to do that. You have to take time out to find out who you are, Because if you don't know who you are, you won't know where you're going. I had to find out who I was. I had to shed off some old skin and I had to put on new skin. I had to find that stuff out. But I wasn't afraid to go to the deep, dark depths of myself and say, yeah, that was me. Yep, I did that. Yeah, that was me. I had to face myself. And it wasn't pretty. But once I faced myself, I was able to fix myself and heal myself. Yep, I'm too sensitive. Yep, that's me. You know, I'm too giving. I'm too open. Yep, that's me. I don't see the red flags. Yep, that's me. You know, so I had to see that. Yeah, I can be a little grumpy and moody. Yep, that's me. You know, I had to face it. And when you face it, it empowers you. So it's my mission as a woman to show women how to use their God-given talents in a way that serves them, that serves others, all the while staying true to who you really are as a woman, right? You want to empower yourself. You want to serve others, though, right? You want to serve others, but you also want to stay true to yourself because life is about service. That's ultimately what life is about. The rain serves the grass and the trees. The grass and the trees serves the atmosphere. The atmosphere serves us with oxygen. Service. That's what all nature is about. You are part of nature. So you need to be serving. And I'm not talking about just serving in your church. I'm talking about serving. I had a friend. She's still my friend. But she's a beautiful dancer, right? Beautiful dancer. She used to do the liturgical dancing in the church. And at the time, I was doing my health ministry in the church. Right? I started this health ministry. And so we used to clash because I used to tell her, you're such a great dancer. Why are you only dancing in this church? And she didn't understand because she's like, what do you mean this is the church? I'm like, yeah, I get it. I said, but your talent and your gifts are not supposed to just be in the church. The whole world is your church. The whole world is your church. You are supposed to show your gifts to the world. At the time, she didn't understand. About a couple months ago, I would say maybe 3 or 4 months ago, she wrote me a message on Facebook. She said, Danielle, I want to thank you. She said, because of you, I have been dancing all over the world. I'm getting chills right now. I've been dancing all over the world. She said, I understand that I couldn't limit myself. Because I kept telling her, I'm like, you're limiting yourself. You're limiting yourself. Why do you feel that you just have to dance here? And she messaged me a couple months ago. And she said, because of me, I've been dancing all over the world. Beautiful. Our job here in this lifetime is to serve the world. You may be a great mother. You may be a great, sister, a great daughter. You may take care of your mom. You may take care of your sick grandmother or whatever, right? You may be maybe in church. Maybe you're a liturgical dancer, or you're in the mime ministry, or whatever. Maybe you sing in the choir, right? Maybe you're a pastor. But I'm going to tell you right now that your gifts are given from God. And in no way is God just in your church. God is everywhere. His people are everywhere. So you need to be everywhere. You need to understand that your gifts and your talents are meant to be shared with believers, right? Those who believe. Do you believe that? Yes or no? I'm talking to you today through this computer because you're a believer. That makes sense? And so that's my job. And like I said, I'm going to be getting off the computer. I'm going to be doing this all over the world. My mission is to go to all over the world and speak to women. I don't even care if they speak a different language. My message will be spread amongst all of God's people. That's your mission too. I don't care what it is that you wanted to do. I don't care if you want to be a pediatrician. I don't care if you want to be a veterinarian. It doesn't matter. You should be sharing your gifts with the world. If you're a veterinarian, you shouldn't just be in your own little practice. Go to other countries. Go somewhere else and help their animals. That's true service. But you got to start small, right? Of course, you got to start small. But I want you to think bigger, okay? Because that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be expanding our mission and our purpose. That's what life is all about. And then you get fired up and you get so excited to know that you mattered, that you made a difference in this world. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. So this workshop will be my best work yet as I rally women from all over the globe to participate in a 6-week healing and empowerment workshop based on the healing practices and empowerment practices that I have incorporated into my own life. Okay. Many women carry hurt, pain from the past, whether it be abuse, molestation, teenage pregnancy, death of a loved one, divorce. These tragic events can alter a woman's life forever if it's not dealt with. Of course, if you deal with it now, you're on a different path. If it's not dealt with and healed in a nurturing, protective environment. My 6-week Women's Empowerment Workshop will focus on healing from the inside out so that women can finally go on to express their creativity, their passion, their purpose to the world. That will, in exchange, provide them with an additional stream of income, right? Because I'm going to show you how to turn your passion into profits. I don't want you just out there serving without making money. Because what is money? Again, money is energy. Money is an exchange of energy. That's why when you secure your spot today and you pay me money for this workshop, guess what's going to happen to you? You're going to become empowered enough to make your own money. You're going to make more than what you're going to pay for this workshop. That's what I'm going to share with you how to do. You pay $297 today, you're going to make much more than that. This is a drop in the bucket, right? For 6 weeks, that's what? Less than $3 a day. I didn't do the math, but I'm just saying, right? So you're going to have that energy now to go out there and create abundance for yourself, streams of income. I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm going to show you how I create my streams of income. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you how to do it. Streams of income, which they can use to change the world, and ultimately positively affect and alter the lives of others. Isn't that powerful? And this is something I'm telling you, I just started writing, guys, like writing, like, what am I doing here? What am I going to be doing? This is what I'm going to teach you how to do. As I go ahead and do it, as I've been doing it, through business, now I'm going to be doing it through empowerment. I'm going to teach you guys leadership skills. I'm going to teach you all this stuff. I'm going to teach you all of this stuff. I encourage you to join me for my very first 6-week women's empowerment workshop happening. We start April 15th and we end on May 28th. Okay. And don't worry about the location. All right. We will meet online with the culmination, the graduation happening in an undisclosed Orlando, Florida location where, kind of where I live. Right. So I'm going to have a culmination on or around May 28th. And I think that's Memorial Day weekend. So that may be perfect. And I'm going to salute you ladies who have achieved what they came to achieve in the 6 weeks. And I'm going to meet you. I'm going to salute you. I'm going to hand you your graduation gift. And I'm going to present you with your graduation token that will empower you to go forth in this world as a leader, confidently, as a beautiful, sexy woman who has love in her heart, compassion, passion, purpose, desire for change, and mission. So I'm looking forward to that. So register for my next, no, that's, oh, this is what I was saying, register for the webinar. No, don't register for the webinar. You're already here in the webinar. So this is, and that's it. So go ahead and click that link, guys, ladies. And I'm looking forward to having you. Has this been exciting for you? Let me just see the comments in the, for YouTube. I'm not even on YouTube. Let me just see. Are you guys excited about this? Is this exciting you? Do you all have any questions for me? I'll take a few questions right now. If you have any, let me just check here. I see any questions here. Let me just see if I see any questions. And I'm going to see if I see any questions here on YouTube. Okay, I don't see any questions there. Let me see if I see any questions here. Has this been informative for you all? Have you enjoyed this session? I know it's kind of deep. But we're going to get real deep when we get in here. All right, Delilah. Awesome. You want to get unstuck. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, the Bible is the first place to talk about people being in business to grow. Yes, that's what all of it was made on. But then we get so stuck into the one little, one little place. Awesome. So I hope you ladies have, secured your spot. I hope you're as excited as I am. We start April 15th. I will be doing these webinars for the next 2 weeks. I'm going to be, just really, promoting this webinar, and I'll be here live for the next 2 weeks, different times, different days. But for the next 2 weeks, my thing is to rally up these women to become a part of this Unstuck program. This is something that's going to change a lot of people's lives. I've helped change a lot of people in business. I've helped people make a lot of money in business, right? And that's not even with the stuff that I'm going to be sharing here in this Unstuck series. So, just imagine being totally unstuck, right? Totally free, totally open, totally, inspired and motivated and empowered, and having a business. It's powerful. It's powerful because that's what happened to me. I was in business for 15 years before I started making money, because those whole 15 years, I was stuck. I was stuck in a rut, right? So yes, I was doing all the stuff that they were telling me to do, but it didn't manifest anything. Why? Because my energy was vibrating at a low frequency. I'm going to share with you how to raise your energy. And if you guys know Tony Robbins, like how he's always like hyped up and energized, I'm like that too. Today I'm a little low key. But I'm usually hyped up. I'm hyped up. I'm energized. I always have my water here. I'm going to teach you about the power of water. like how to, you know, when you drink water, it's bringing more oxygen to your brain, right? Exercise, all this stuff. We are going to be diving in for 6 weeks. We're going to be diving in mindset stuff, you know, routines, right? How you should have your daily routine so that you can do the things you need to do, so that you can get the most out of a 24-hour day, right? I mean, it's going to be powerful, ladies. It's going to be powerful. I guarantee you. You know, there is a 30-day money back guarantee. Listen, if you feel like this is not for you, if you feel like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore, you know, I'll give you your money back, because I'm not here for people who don't want to be empowered. I'm here for people who want to. And I promise you, I'm going to give you all of me, because when I do something, I do it wholeheartedly. So, this is going to be something that you are going to enjoy this journey. And you are going to feel as though you've been transformed, like I said, just like a butterfly. All righty, so I'm excited. This is just my first webinar of this kind that I'm doing. Like I said, I'll be doing webinars all this week and next week. And you know, we're going to get started. Like says, how much? It's $297, Delilah, only $297. So I'll put the link here in the chat here. Okay, let me see. I think I can put the link here in the YouTube chat. Let me just see if it's the right link. No, it's not it. Okay, I'm gonna have to do the link afterwards. Let me see if I can find the link. Yes, $297 for the whole 6 weeks. We're going to culminate. You're going to get an award after you graduate, and it's just going to be a great. It's going to be a great time. It just is. You know, I'm looking forward to linking up with you all, ladies, and meeting you, and just, you know, helping you step into your purpose, It's not all about the technical work. I'm telling you, I'm technical. It's not about that. It's about the invisible. It's the invisible that matters. Put it that way. It's the invisible that matters. And that is what I'm going to be showing you, how to use that invisible energy so that you can create everything that you want. Everything. Let me just get the link for you all here on YouTube. I'm going to get the link for you all. So if you all want to come aboard, here's the link. It's not a custom link. I didn't make it custom, but here's the link to get started. I just put it in the description. It's the Unstuck sales page. For those of you in the webinar room, you should see a bright green button that says, yes, I'm ready to get unstuck, or something like that it should say. What does it say actually? It says, click here to grab your spot for my 6-week workshop. So if you're in the webinar room, then click there to grab your spot. If you are on YouTube watching this, I just put the link there so you can watch it from there. You can click on the link that I just put there. Just let me know if you see the link. So if you all have any questions, so let me know. I'm here to answer any questions. Let me just see. I'm here to answer any questions if you need. I'm sorry, I'm trying to see the YouTube channel to make sure that you all can see okay, yeah, I see the link. All right, perfect. I'll put the link down there on YouTube. The link here is in the webinar room. And oh, okay. I lost myself. I'm like, oh, where's the page? All right, so I hope this was informative, everyone. I hope you're as excited as I am. You're ready to get unstuck. You're ready to work with me. You know, I want to work with you. I made it $297 for those who are serious, right? Because I sell a lot of courses, different prices, you know, and I think that $297 is a great price point that can help you It's not, super duper expensive, and it's not really cheap. Why? And I did that on purpose because I want women who are going to be serious, who's going to stay to the end of the 6 weeks. So if I made it, $10, like really, people are not going to stay. They're not going to take it seriously. And if I made it too high, I want a nice group of people. I want a nice group of you, right? I'm hoping to take at least maybe 30 of you, 30 or 40 of you. And that would be a great, great group. That would be a great group. I like working in groups of 30 and 40. That's a great group. I've done it in the past, and it's like a lot of energy. It's awesome. But this is going to be my first Unstuck series, but I already know it's going to be powerful. I'm going to have workbooks for you guys, but you're going to have to print it out. I'm going to have worksheets for you all. This is going to be very practical. This is going to be something different than I've ever done before. So it's going to be a practical workshop with live webinars such as these, and you're going to have your membership site. So, and we're going to be in the group, in the Facebook group. So I'm putting the Facebook group together today. Once you get started, you won't see anything after that. I didn't set up the membership site yet, but I will be, once you get started, you can, I have a list of those who are getting started. So you can, I'll reach out to you. I'll reach out to you via email, and then I'm going to let you know when the Facebook group is ready and when the membership site is ready. Everything will be ready in the next week or so. And we start on April 15th. Okay, that's a Sunday, I believe. I believe I made it on a Sunday. Yep, April 15th. So that gives you enough time to prepare yourself for the 6 weeks that lies ahead for you. So for 6 weeks, we're going to be from April 15th to May 28th. Okay, and so you want to secure your spot as soon as possible. I'm not going to raise the price. This is going to be the price. So if you come on tomorrow, the webinar is going to be $297. I'm not going to raise the price. There is no deadline. The deadline is April 14th. Like after that, I can't take anybody because we're going to be started. You want to secure your spot now. You want to secure your spot as soon as possible because, like I said, I'm only taking about 30 or 40 people. So once I hit that limit, I'm not taking anybody else. Okay, so get your spot as soon as possible. I would recommend you do it today. Because once it fills up, I can't allow anybody else because I want to be able to work with you all. I want to be able to connect with you all. And I can't do it in too much of a big arena. So 30 to 40 people is my limit. And so I want you to secure your spot now. All right, my friends. So go ahead, click that link that you see on your screen. Click that link, get started today. I will put you in our Facebook group as soon as I get it up and going, probably tomorrow morning. And I look forward to seeing you on this Get Unstuck in our workshop. I'm very excited about this. This has been my mission since I started my business to help empower women, and now I'm finally stepping into it. So I'm just so thankful. I'm blessed, and I just want to share my blessings with you all and show you all how you can do this, what I'm doing, or even more better things, right? Bigger things. I'm going to show you how to do it. All right, my friends, have a great rest of your day. I love you, ladies. Be safe. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you all soon. Take care.